Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, your Belarusian justice analyst Kirill, and I'm looking forward to continue today with the host country. And this year, Spain has got this right to host the Junior Eurovision Song Contest because they finished second in the last year's edition, which was taking place in France. And because France won 2 years in a row, they said, well, that's enough hosting for us, and Spain was very happy to take over and welcome us this year in Madrid. But who will represent Spain this year? It's a 9-year-old Chloe DelaRosa. I believe she's the youngest contestant, at least so far. I haven't seen anyone who would be younger than 10 years old. So she definitely has a good chance to be the youngest in this edition. And her song was actually written by absolutely the same team of composers who stood behind the Spanish entry last year. So it means that Spain has again a very good shot of finishing in the final top 3. But now let's just take a look at the lyrics of the song titled Como la Lola and see what is it about. So in this song, Chloe tells us that we should definitely dare to dream. Even at school, everyone says you're crazy, you're wrong. You still should work hard for it in order to achieve your dreams. You should put your faith in it. And the biggest dreams are baby seeds at first. She thinks that she would love to become a singer one day, singer and artist who will tour all over Europe, make people dance. She would like to be like Taylor, like Carol, so probably making references to Taylor Swift and Carol G. So that's a really cool song about this nice dream which she has, with the great references to the well-known artists. So I think by this inclusion of this name, she can easier build the bridges to the other kids who are watching the competition. So it definitely, even without listening to the song, screams like it might be one of the online voting favorites. But can it be one of the favorites of the whole competition? Let's just listen and see. So as always, during the first listen, I will not stop the song. I will just listen to the song completely, giving my small comments from time to time. And then during the second listen, I will pause the song from time to time in order to give a bit more extensive remarks. So let's go for the first listen. Reminds me of Spain 2004, Maria Isabel antes muerta que sencilla. And chorus is like very much Taylor Swift style. This is really Maria Isabel meets Taylor Swift, or Maria Isabel 2024. This part sounds so much like Antes muerta que sencilla. Well, the melody is very catchy for sure. Also very child appropriate, really fits into the Junior Eurovision Song Contest perfectly. Yeah, well, listen to the song, you really feel, okay, I'm watching the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. What should I even start with? So this song for sure will stand out. So from the other first, 9 songs which I have listened to, this one sounds like no other. So this is really the most child appropriate, the most entertaining, also maybe one of the most memorable ones. So I think Spain will really do well with this one. I'm not sure how the juries will rank it because there is actually not so much singing. It's more about the overall vibe, the melody, and so on. I really think that the televoters will love this. So online voting might rank Spain even first this year, but with the juries, yeah, so far, not sure. So, and it's now a second attempt with España. You can already see that this girl definitely has quite some attitude, so I'm sure she will be very, very charismatic on stage. This beginning sounds a little bit too long, I would say, like there is not too much development in it, but I'm sure, 100% sure that the Spanish delegation will fill it up with some incredible dancing routine or very catchy visuals, so that even this part will really shine. And again, this part, it just really sounds like a sort of tribute even to Antes Muerta que Sencilla from 2004. Maybe that's actually the idea, like she wants to become like Taylor Swift, like Olivia Rodriguez, whatever, and so she's kind of trying to copy some of them in her songs, so in this case also Maria Isabel.
Como la Lola. Quiero cantar en cada ciudad y quiero ver a toda Europa bailar.
Just imagine the whole Spanish crowd singing along these lines, as magical as it was during the Nebulosa performance in Benidorm Fest and at the Eurovision Song Contest.
Si alargo y se me hace de día.
So I think they will really profit from hosting this competition on their grounds a lot. Okay, this was probably vocally, let's say, the most complicated part of the song. Still, you know, nothing groundbreaking, so I really don't see any reasons for juries to vote for this actively, as long as they will not just seek, you know, for the most radio-friendly hit song. Yeah, her attitude is just really radiating. Very nice ending of the song as well. What a great entry from Spain this year. What an entry, Spain never stops impressing us. But let's take a look at the Spanish history in the last 7 years of the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. So as you can see, they were just incredible. In the last 7 years in total, they were third among all the 16 countries taking part this year. But if we take a look at only the last 3 years, then they were 6th, because unfortunately they had not a very successful result in 2021. But basically this was the only exception. Apart from that, they were always in top 6 and 3 times even in top 3. So last year they were as close to the win as never before. But who knows, maybe this year when they host it in their own country, maybe they might win. But let's take a look who ranked them better, the juries or the televoters. What would you expect? And as you have probably already guessed, they definitely target these online voters heavily. So in the last 7 years average, they ranked 2nd among 16 entries, because they were ranked 4 out of the 5 times 2nd by the online voters, and in the last 3 years then they are 3rd, so a little bit lower, again because of this somewhat lower result of 2021. But if we take a look at their jury results, so basically among these 5 entries, 2 times they had 3rd place, 2 times 6th place, and 1 time 14th place. So generally, it's not like jury really didn't rank them well, but just not as high as the online voters. And I think 2022 shows it especially clear, because the entry was also very much targeting the televoters. It was nothing groundbreaking vocally. This was that Señorita song. But you can see that even the juries, they got it, they still ranked at 6, which is still a very high result for such song. But what about this year and the Eurovision Scoreboard? Are fans so enthusiastic about it? Can it really win the online vote this year? So if you take a look at the Eurovision Scoreboard results, then you can see that Spain is currently ranked 5th from this 17 entries, which is somewhat lower result than I would have expected, because I don't think that they will be 5th in the online vote. If it's performed well and the show is great, I'm pretty sure that maybe even again the 2nd place in the online voting is guaranteed for Spain. But at the moment they are even below countries like Cyprus and Estonia, which definitely will not happen in reality. And if we talk about stage and concept, I'm really not so sure what kind of colors and so on they should go for. But last year it was an incredible performance. 2019, I still remember, was absolutely incredible. 2022 was also great. So basically every year Spain is bringing us an amazing show. You can see that they put a lot of effort into this, and I just can't wait to hear in the end of the song the crowd singing along, and then it will be just such a uniting, such a magical feeling. So this is what I think about the Spanish entry this year. I don't think that Spain will win this time, but I'm pretty sure they will do really well in the online vote, and I think the juries will be not too harsh with our youngest contestant. What have you thought? Did you like this entry more than the previous Spanish entries, or was one of the previous ones your own favorite of that particular year? Please let me know down below in the comments, like this video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!